All right, I'm back here for another one. Got that OBS has gone off to somebody else. Gonna complete the project. He's really into OBS trucks. It's a short box 4x4, and it's a cool little rig. And I wish him all the best, Eugene. Good luck with that rig. As you can see, we got an empty spot in here. I'm just waiting for my brother to show up. Those are those seats I got from the wreckers. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm going to bring this guy in next. Once I get it out here, we'll take a better look at it. But we had a lot of big things planned for that. We'll go through that shortly. Just waiting for him and my nephew to show up, and we'll get going. Maybe I'll show you guys how it works when I drag these things in using my my little D-ring here. This is a drill winch. It just works off your regular old drill, so you don't have to worry about batteries or having power or anything like that. I do have backup. That guy plugs into the wall, but I'm going to try this guy, and we'll see how she goes. I had to make a little room. Got my snowblower going this morning, too. Should be ready to go Monday when the snow comes. All right. He should be here any minute, so... Okay, so a lot of you guys have probably never seen this rig before. This is my 1966 Chevy C10 long box. It's got, it's got the cool side with the trim there that I like so much. It obviously needs a bunch of work. You can see this rear cab support has given up the ghost, and she's dropped. You can see our rocker panels here. They're just riveted in, farmer style. But hey, saved the truck, so that's okay. You can see this box. She's got a little bit of damage, but overall, not too bad. Tailgate needs a new one. I got one. Don't sweat it. This side here looks pretty good. Needs new trim. I got some. I got mostly a new set for a long box, so we'll see what we can make work. Down here we got a little bit of damage, but overall, this body's got a real nice patina look to it. Again, rockers, but we're no stranger to rockers. We're no stranger to this damage over the windshield. We'll get to that. That's an easy fix, a lot easier than you think. It's got a pretty good look in here overall, in my opinion. Anyway, I like these '66 Chevys. Could use some radio knobs. Could use a little cleanup in here. Obviously, we're going to have some damage in the floor. It's pretty typical. You see up there, we're kind of little Bluetooth. That's fine. This door opens and closes pretty nice. I'll give it that. Might be the only thing I give it right now, but I'll give it that. But this box, salvageable. This tailgate, garbage. This side of the box, salvageable. This door, I'm going to try and save it because I like the way that it matches and it's good to go. What do you think, Jacob?
I think it can be saved.
I think it can be saved too. So, what's the plan for this thing? Let's walk through it. We need rockers for sure. We need inner rockers for sure because we can see it. We got rivets in here. So I want to come from here up into here, all the way along. I'm betting good money we're going to need to do floor pan. Somebody's took a piece of Mom's dryer here and put it in there for a floor pan. Thanks, but I think we can do better. We're gonna show you how we hammer that out. I want to take this box and shorten it. So with the help of my brother and my nephew, we've already got it unbolted. I'm going to pull it out of here. We'll stick it beside the garage because before we shorten this bed, we need to shorten the frame. So yeah, we're going to go from a long box to a short box, and we're going to go from a long box bedside to a short box. And we're going to go from an inline 6 3-speed to a V8 automatic. And we got a bunch of sheet metal repair to do inside the cab. We had a lot of work to do. So maybe we'll get started by ripping this bed off with my little Princess Auto bed remover tool thing here. So one of the things I read was that it doesn't reach across the bedside of a 66 Chevy, and that's correct, it doesn't. So what I did is I picked up some 2x4s, and I'm hoping to pick this up and then pick the 2x4s up, pull the bed up, and then I'll stick it beside the garage. So when I set you guys up, and we'll see how that plays out for us. Okay, so here's what I did. I just took this 2x4, placed it across here and across there, and we took this, which is supposed to be turned that way, we just turned it this way, and we'll give her a shot. I think we'll have to lift from the front just to kind of help it out a little bit, but we'll see what happens here. Then he's lifting up at the back.
All right. Be off the bolts and everything. Yeah.
Hold on a sec here. Switch me spots, Jacob.
Yeah, he made it.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on a sec here. We doing okay? Okay, so I think there was 8 bolts on here in total. I think it was this guy, this guy, that guy wasn't done. This guy and this guy. Maybe it was this guy and this guy. Anyway, 8 bolts, and then there was some wiring here in the ground. Knocked those off. We had 4 bolts for our rear bumper, aftermarket rear bumper. Somebody built that. I think Jacob got a nice little blood blister out of there, and that's where we're at. Definitely needs cap corners, but not as bad as I typically deal with on these trucks anyway. That's the passenger side. Here's the driver's side. Still, I mean, don't get me wrong, still needs them, but not as bad as I typically deal with. Okay, I just gonna come in here for the final word. I just want to let you know what's coming up over the next few months. I want to get this thing wrapped up over the next 3, maybe 4 months tops. We have a lot of work to do, and let's get into exactly what's coming up. First thing we're gonna do next shift is we're gonna chop this frame, and we're gonna bring that in. And we're going to have to relocate this and relocate a cab mount, blah, blah, blah. We'll chop 12 inches out from under the cab and 8 inches out from here. I'll do it with a kit so that you can see how to do it if you're like me. I just have a little home hobby welder. I'm not really set up, nor do I have the skill to just chop this myself and weld it back together. So we're going to use the kit, and we're going to see how it works for us. I also want to shorten the bed sides. I'll show you how we do that. I've never done it before, but I'm going to give it a go. And maybe you can learn something along the way as well. I'm going to replace the bed wood with pine wood I just picked up from Home Depot or Rona. I'll show you how I do that. That I have done before. It costs about $100 and it looks great. We're going to change out these rear springs. We're going to do the rear brakes. We're going to relocate the rear shocks. We are going to install this CPP kit in the front. It is a a spindle kit, 2.5-inch drop. Probably put some drop coils in there as well. It also changes it over to disc brakes. You know, we'll put in new discs, calipers, spindle kit. We'll do the ball joints. We'll do tie rods. We'll do all that stuff before we slam in our 350 automatic. Inside here, we're going to replace rockers. We're going to replace the inner rocker and the outer rocker. We're going to replace the A pillar extension and the B pillar extension. We're going to repair up above this windshield. If you see up above there, this is quite typical on our trucks. And I'll show you how we fix it and why you should not be, you know, let that deter you from buying one of these trucks. Same as like these rockers, that shouldn't deter you from buying these trucks. Listen, I'm not a body man, I'm not a welder, I'm not even good at this stuff, but we can get through it and make this old truck a cool old truck. I promise you that. And that's the plan. We're going to get that done within just a few weeks. Coming up, next video will be the frame shortening, and then the bed shortening, and then the wood kit. And then we'll get on to all the rest of the mechanicals of everything going on here. That should do it for this one. Okay, if you stuck around this long, do me a favor and think about subscribing and hit that little notification button while you're at it. Really appreciate your support. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.